So Lalita, please take your seat and please introduce yourself and your work and please tell us a story.
Thank you, Eric. Hello, good evening, everybody. And, good morning, good afternoon for everybody around the world. My name is Lalitha Thilak. I'm a storyteller from Chennai. I love telling a variety of stories, and I especially love narrating mythological stories. And today I thank Eric for giving me this opportunity for narrating a story which is very close to my heart, a story from our great Indian epic, Ramayana. So here I go. Ramabhadra Rara Shri Ramachandra Rara Tamarasalochana Sita Samitara. The festive drums echoed in the forest. Flowers were decorated everywhere. People were singing and dancing. After all, it was their tribal chief's daughter's wedding the next morning. Everyone was happy. But the bride, was she happy? Well, Sabari was a very different young girl. She did not want to get married. She wanted to gain knowledge. She wanted to learn the scriptures and acquire wisdom. She saw all the animals that were lined up to be slaughtered for the next day wedding feast, and her heart went out to them. She just could not bear it. She wanted to run away from all this. And she did exactly that. The night before her wedding, she ran deep into the forest, never to be seen again. She began her search for a guru. But that wasn't easy. Wherever she went, she faced the same answer. You are a girl, and that too, a tribal girl. You're not fit to learn our scriptures. Go away. She faced so many rejections, humiliations, and taunts, but she did not give up. She continued her search and she reached the foothills of the Rishimukha mountain, where the esteemed and the kind-hearted Rishi Matanga had his ashram. But here too, right to the entrance, the disciples shooed her away and she could not even meet the Rishi. This time, Sabari had another plan. She climbed right on top of the tree outside the ashram and waited there when Rishi Matanga would come out so that she could seek an audience. She waited the entire night. Next day, early morning, she saw someone walking up towards the lake. She saw closer. Oh yes, it was Rishi Matanga himself. His divine aura. Sabari was spellbound and she was so nervous, she couldn't get down from the tree and speak to him. But yes, she noticed that the Rishi was picking out sharp objects and stones as he was walking towards the lake. The path was full of thorns and sharp objects. Early next morning, Sabari woke up much early and she decided she would clean the path. So what did she do? She cleaned the entire path. She got some petals and she spread it on the path so that the Rishi would be comfortable walking towards the lake. The Rishi came. He saw the path clean. He thought one of his disciples had done it. But no, it was Sabari and he didn't know that. This happened for a few days and the Rishi wanted to find out who was doing it. At this usual time, the Rishi came out for his morning rituals. And that's when he saw this young girl cleaning up the path. He went up to her and he said, "My child, you've been doing this all these days? What is it that you seek?" Sabari just looked at the Guru and she fell on his feet and she said, "Oh Rishi, I am the daughter of the tribal chief. My name is Sabari. I wish to seek knowledge, learn the scriptures. Please accept me as your disciple." Rishi Matanga saw Sabari's true sincerity and her keenness to learn, and he accepted her as his disciple. But this did not resonate well with the other disciples in the ashram. Many of them left the ashram. Not only that, the other rishis nearby, they all began boycotting Rishi Matanga and did not invite him for any ceremonies or rituals. This pained Sabari. She went up to her Guru and said, "Oh Guru, by accepting me as your disciple, you're being shunned and boycotted. I don't think that's right. Let me leave your ashram." But The Rishi only smiled at Shabari and told her, "My child, you are a true seeker of knowledge. And as a guru, it is my duty to impart this knowledge to you." Shabari was a devoted student. She did all the chores in the ashram. She cleaned the ashram. She took care of the animals. She plucked the flowers. And of course, learned with great interest and dedication. Years passed by. Rishi Matanga was now very old. One day he called Shabari and he told her, "Shabari, my child, you've been a really good student, but my time has come. It's time for me to depart this world and reach the heavenly abode." Shabari was aghast and she said, "Oh, my Guru, it's my purpose of life to serve you. What is the purpose of my life if you're not there? Let me also come with you." But the Rishi smiled and told Shabari, "Shabari, for your kind heart and for your goodness, you are blessed. The Supreme Lord Mahavishnu himself has taken an incarnation. He is born as Rama, the Prince of Ayodhya. Rama will visit you in your ashram one day, Shabari. Wait for Rama. Serve him well. You will be blessed." These were the last words of Rishi Matanga. After Rishi Matanga's passing away, all the disciples left the ashram. Shabari was all alone in the ashram. But yes, from now onwards, the purpose of her life was to wait for Rama. Every morning she woke up, and the first thing she would say is, "My Rama is going to come today." She used to go into the forest. She used to pluck all the beautiful wild flowers and decorate the ashram with those flowers. And she used to go and pluck the sweetest of berries. How did she know they were the sweetest of berries? You know what she did? She used to pluck a berry, take a bite. This is so sour. My Rama will not like it, and discard it. She used to pluck another berry, take a bite. This is sweet. Rama will definitely like it. And like that, she plucked each berry, the sweetest of the berries. She made a bowl out of a leaf and collected them for her Rama. She did this for years, be it sunshine, rain, cold. She did it every day. She never stopped thinking of Rama. Sometimes she called out to Rama, "Rama, my Rama, when are you going to come?" And sometimes she sang for him, "Rama Bhadra Ra Shri Ramachandra Ra Tamarasalochana Sita Samitara Rama Bhadra Ra." Years passed by. Shabari was now an old woman. One day, with a walking stick in one hand and a pot in the other, she went to the nearby lake to collect water. On the other side of the lake, there was a rishi who was performing his rituals. He saw Shabari and grew angry, and he shouted at her, "You tribal woman, don't pollute the holy lake. Go away." What did he do? He took a stone and he aimed at Shabari. The stone hit Shabari's leg. Shabari cried in pain, "Rama," and limped back to her ashram. But yes, a drop of blood from Shabari's leg fell into the lake. The entire lake turned into blood. The rishi was aghast. "Oh my God, the lake has turned into blood." He called all the rishis nearby. They all came. They didn't know what to do. They chanted mantras. They performed rituals. They got holy water, which they had collected from the other rivers, and they tried to pour drops of the holy water. But nothing happened. It was still blood. Days passed by. The rishis were suffering. They did not have any clean water for drinking or for their rituals. And then one fine day, a rishi came running and he said, "Do you know Rama is passing by through this part of the forest? We shall call Lord Rama. He will definitely help us." Now, to tell you all briefly, Rama was the prince of Ayodhya who was sent to exile for 14 years. Now, why he was sent, that's a story for another day. But yes, in these 13 years, in these years of exile, he had slayed so many demons, he had helped so many rishis perform their rituals, and he had done so many miracles that Words of his divine powers spread throughout, and everybody believed Rama to be the incarnation of the Supreme Lord himself. Unfortunately, in the 13th year, Rama's wife, Sita, accompanied him to exile along with his brother Lakshmana. So Sita was kidnapped by the king of Lanka, Ravana. At this point in our story, Rama, along with his brother Lakshmana, is in search of his wife, Sita. So yes, the rishis all got to know that Rama was there in that part of the forest, and they were all excited and they had a ray of hope. So they went and approached Rama and brought him near the lake. And they said, Lord, please help us. This lake has turned into blood. Please clear it for us. Rama smilingly looked at them and bowed respectfully and said, O rishis, what should I do? One of the rishis said, Lord, your divine feet. I am sure if you place your divine feet into the lake will clear out. So Rama happily obliged. He went into the lake, he stepped into the lake and placed both his feet into the water. It still remained blood. Then one of the rishis said, Lord, please, you take a dip, Lord, you completely dip into the lake. Definitely it's going to clear out. So once again, Rama, the kind-hearted soul, smilingly obliged. And he took a dip into the lake and came out. But still, it was blood. All the rishis were perplexed. They didn't know. And one rishi, he said, Lord, just one final request, Lord. I'm sure this will work. You please take some blood-turned water, put it in your mouth and spit it out. Definitely, the lake will clear out. Now, Lakshmana was angry listening to this. But Rama, of course, the kind-hearted one, agreed. And he took some blood-turned water, put it in his mouth and spat out. Still, it did not clear out. And now Rama asked all the rishis, okay, you tell me, how did this turn into blood in the first place? One of the rishis started telling, Lord, that tribal woman Sabari, it's all because of her. She came to collect water. One of the rishis threw a stone and her blood fell into the water. And that's how it's turned into blood. The moment Rama heard Sabari's name, he put his hand in his heart and he said, Sabari, this blood is not Sabari's blood, but it is a drop of blood from my own heart. Bring me Sabari. I wish to see her. Everyone was shocked. But yes, they had to obey Rama. So one of the rishis went to Sabari's ashram. He said, Sabari, Lord Rama, he's come near the lake. He's calling for you. Rama! Sabari shouted in joy. My Rama has come at last. She went limping quickly. She went limping to the lake to see her Rama. Rama, my Rama has come. And as she was just about to approach near Rama, as usual, one of the rishis tried to block her. She lost her balance, and that's when a speck of dust from her foot fell into the water, into the lake, and the entire lake turned into clear water. Everyone was shocked. Rama looked at all the rishis and said, Sabari's love towards me is true. Her heart is pure, and that is why a speck of dust from her foot has cleared the water. What I could not do, Sabari has done. Sabari had all eyes for Rama. She went up to Rama and she said, Rama, I've been waiting for you. Come to my ashram, Rama, please come. And Rama happily followed, much to the surprise of all the rishis. Rama walked towards Sabari's ashram. And as he neared the ashram, he saw the ashram beautifully decorated with flowers. Sabari welcomed him with lots of love and she said, Rama, please come. See, please sit. I've placed flowers here. Please sit. Rama sat happily. And then she got that leaf bowl in which she had placed the sweetest of berries for her Rama. And she said, Rama, here, these are the sweetest of berries I have collected for you. Please take them. Rama took one berry. He was about to put it in his mouth and his brother Lakshmana stopped him and said, Brother, stop. These berries are not fit to be eaten. They are all bitten. How can you eat them? That's when Rama smiled at Lakshmana and said, Lakshmana, Sabari has plucked all these berries with pure love in her heart for me. She wanted me to have only the sweetest of berries. Her heart is a pure heart. How can I refuse these? Seeing this, Rama took a berry and put it in his mouth. the berry which was bitten by Sabari. He put it in his mouth and he said, "These are the sweetest berries I've ever tasted." Tears of joy were rolling down from Sabari's eyes. She just looked at Rama. She was blessed and she gained salvation of Sabari. Shri Rama, Shri Rama, Shri Manoharama. Hari Om, Namaste.
Thank you, Lalita. Thank you for that beautiful story. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Pratikya.
Anybody would like to share their thoughts?
May I? This is Rohini.
And just write online and come back to you.
This is Rohini.
Rohini, just give me a second, yeah?
Yeah.
Governor, wait us.
Somebody is talking like
Yeah, let me just have a look. I think.
it is Deviji. Somebody named Deviji.
Give me a second, yeah. Yes, Rohini, go ahead.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Lalitha, that was a wonderful story. You just sprinkled that golden dust, that speck of golden dust that fell down from Sabari's feet on all of us and really transported us into that beautiful world. And your story really conveys that it's not what we do, it's all how we do with that purity, that perseverance, patience. And Sabari, as you said, she's an epitome of all these things, that selfless true devotion and her pure love that has transformed her. And also Rama, such a wonderful narration, beautiful story. Thank you so much, Lalita.
Thank you so much, Rohini. Thank you.
May I?
Yes, Shilpa, go ahead.
Hi, Priyat. Hi, Pratigya, and hi, Lalita.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Shilpa.
Lalita, thank you for sharing such a beautiful story. And I think we all must have heard this n number of times. The story was not new for us, but yes, the way you narrated it and the icing on the cake was the shloka. Those Rama, whatever you call it, whether it was shloka or bhajan, whatever you call it, it was really lovely. Thank you for sharing it.
Thank you so much, Shilpa.
Anybody else?
Yes, I can share. It was a beautiful story and beautiful told. Really, it's Marina who will tell next. So I really love the story, and yeah.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful told, beautiful picture. I could feel the, I could taste, and I could taste the berries, especially, and feel the water. Very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marina.
Anubhuni, you want to come? Thank you, Marina. Check.
Yeah.
Actually, what I really loved about this story was the selfless devotion. And selfless devotion was something that was practiced, say, in the days of yore, like, in mythology or history. And that's why we hear about selfless devotion. And these days, a lot of atheism has also come into the picture. But one thing remains is, if not selfless devotion, at least faith in God and, doing our due diligence to that faith, or having the belief that there is a supernatural force that is still guiding us today, will work wonders. And it definitely has worked wonders in many lives. So that's what I really liked about it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you. And it was a pleasure narrating the story to all of you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.